Listen, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it seems unlikely a Canadian team will make the playoffs for the first time since 1970. 1970, people! Back then, the only teams from the Great White North were the Maple Leafs and les Canadiens. That was also the year this happened.
Bobby Orr, behind the net to Sanderson, Bobby Orr!
Anyway, since 1970, at least 2 Canadian teams have made the playoffs in every season except 1973 and 2014, where Montreal was the only qualifier. They're also the last Canadian team to win the Cup.
The Canadians win the Stanley Cup!
1993 was a long time ago. Back then, the Blue Jays were World Series champions, Jean Chrétien became Prime Minister of Canada, and Gary Bettman became Commissioner Gary Bettman. Mind you, Canadian teams have had their chances at claiming Lord Stanley. The Canucks lost to the Rangers in the 1994 Stanley Cup Final, and between 2004 and 2011, 4 different teams made it to the 4th round. Except they all just ended in handshakes, and not the fun kind.
Where's the Stanley Cup right now?
President Obama just rightly recognized as being extraordinary contributors to the American success story is Jonathan Toews, Duncan Keith, and Patrick Shark of the Chicago Blackhawks.
But it's not all doom and gloom. 5 of Canada's teams made it to the playoffs last season. Edmonton, Calgary, and Winnipeg have a plethora of young talent who are poised to break out.
McDavid, what a play, what a goal! Oh my, Connor McDavid, welcome back!
The Ontario duo of the Maple Leafs and Senators are slowly but surely creating models for sustainable success.
The kid has his first National Hockey League goal.
The Sedins and Ryan Miller have plenty left in the engine, and Vancouver will have around $15 million to play with this offseason. And the Canadians encountered a problem with a particularly important player, which derailed their success.
You lose the MVP, the best goalie, and you expect to lose like that.
Yes, it's been the season to forget for virtually all of the Canadian teams, but there is a light at the end of this tunnel, and next season, along with the years following, bode well for Canada in the NHL.